Hello, this is Noel. In this video, I'll be talking about the behind the scenes process of making silly little films for YouTube. So let's dive in. Whilst I mainly be talking about the Mad Bomber videos, I will bring up some other projects of mine which haven't gone past the filming stages yet. In 2022, I became extremely inspired by Leo Kim Video's Mad Bomber series, and seeing his behind the scenes videos, I had the urge to try something similar for my channel. I came up with 3 videos right on the spot: As the Way, A Parking Blow, and the yet to be made third one. Seeing as how Leo based his videos on the Earthbolt diecast range, I decided to base mine on the Matchbox range, seeing as scales are very similar and quite simple to work with. Pre-production consisted of designing the set, storyboarding the idea, and gathering assets and materials to make the thing. During this stage, 2 explosion tests were done, one in a dirt hole and one in a cardboard with part of the set added on to see if nothing went wrong. And I mean, it didn't really, but something unexpected did happen.
I don't know what's smoking. Oh, the track is. Oh, that ain't good.
After the tests, proper production on the videos began, as the way was filmed first, with Pop Parking Blow being filmed not long after. As mentioned before, the sets were made out of cardboard, which isn't the best, but it didn't cause any trouble, it didn't catch fire, so I was fine with it. Episode 1's production was more troublesome than the second part, as the track layout was much larger, the set also had to be much bigger, compared to episode 2, which was pretty much about 1/5 of the whole scale of episode 1, and thus the camera was much more controllable. Here's footage of me showing how the intro shot was made. Decorating the set is a very important detail, which a lot of my earlier videos are most definitely lacking. Decorating the set makes the set feel more like it's a real world that is actually lived in, rather than just a film set put together for a short video. What you see here is an unuploaded entry for a compilation video which was abandoned in the early stages of post-production, but here you can see that adding detail to your sets can really elevate your videos. Some videos also require several sets to be made, which are all very different but in some ways kind of similar and must be linked together in some way, so you know that it's jumping from one location to the next and the jump doesn't seem too jarring. Jumping back to Mad Bomber, here are some more action and camera tests I made to see what would be the best visual style to present the video with. Some of these were never intended to be used in the final and were just done to see what I can get away with. Something I did in these videos, which I wish a lot of other people would do in their series, is link them together. For instance, the car you see here is the same one which cut the train off in episode 1. The flatbeds being pulled by the pannier tank engine are the same ones that were being pulled by the diesel. And even the cylinder tanks which are being pulled by pannier are the same ones used in episode 1, as you can see on this particular one, which has a burn mark as it fell off the flatbed in this scene. Except in canon they're not meant to be the same ones because in canon those ones exploded. But they belong to the same company is what I'm trying to say, and the pannier tank engine is the same one which was seen in the first video. The trains were also not the best performers on the tracks and were often running beside the rails if they were running at all. And now we get to the main part of the videos, the explosions. As cool as these do look, they are not professionally made, and so please do not try these at home. With filming all wrapped up, now it's time to talk about post-production and edit. I tend to use different editing softwares as each one has something which the other one doesn't, and I need that particular effect in the video. For instance, I use Windows Movie Maker for videos like these, but on my regular phone I use UCut. In the past I've used KineMaster and GoPro Quick to edit videos. The camera I use for my videos is an average GoPro Hero 3 camera, which comes with many accessories that you can use. As you may have noticed in a lot of my videos, they are show don't tell stories, which means that I don't talk in them, no one talks in them. They are pretty much silent films, with the exception of sound effects, which are playing in the background, so you know you are in the real world, just not with any dialogue. Some of these videos, like a paper plane story for example, will have music in them, as the sound effects alone may struggle to convey the feel and message and vibe of the video that I'm going for. Some of these elements may leave you muddled and scratching your head, but that's part of the fun, letting your imagination fill in the empty blank. After going through absolute hell and back just to get the thing saved on my phone so I could upload it to YouTube, it's done. The whole process is done. It's up, waiting for people to see it. Making videos is not as easy as one might think. You have to go through trial and error to get the best that you can do for your videos, get the best quality that you can possibly achieve. You always have to be critical about your work so you can have the motivation to do better next time when you make something similar but on a much grander scale. This format of making videos is a complete gamble. You either come on top or come full stop. You will never know unless you give it a go. Aside from a crap ton of vlogs I'm gonna put out, all of these unfinished videos will be put out sometime in the future. You have made it to the end of the video. I thank you for watching and listening. And since you made it to the end, I'm going to tell you that in theory, the next video is going to be the third part of the Mad Bomber saga. Thank you for watching. Shown here is an unuploaded video which was abandoned in the early stages of post-production and Shown here is an unuploaded video which was abandoned in the early stages of post-production, but as you can see, the difference that adding... so why? One thing I do with my... something I do in my videos... No wait, that's not right. Something I did in this video sakes. I tend to use many different editing programs. Some of these videos, like a paper plane story for example, will have music in them, with the sounds of fox. Some of these videos, like a paper plane story for example, will also have music in them, with the sound effects of shine from... You have made it to the end of the video. Thanks. Making videos is not as simple as one might think. You have to go through trial and error to get the... I forgot. How many times did I say the same thing over and over and over again? I'm a broken record at this point.